Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Super Bowl 58.
So it all comes down to this. We are ready, and Super Bowl 58 off and running from New Orleans. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of the Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his second NFL season, already getting his chance. And we harken back to Dan Marino, another superstar, made it in his second year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. His first pass attempt of the game, Charles, and the pass rusher was right there to hit him. But no fear, he delivered an accurate ball. Nice catch.
And you never want to see your quarterback getting hit, but it also sends a message to the rest of the team when he's able to take that shot and still deliver downfield. Showing a little toughness, and the team rallies around him. This could really help them on their drive.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw here. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Running on first down, Eckler. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take out extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, Herbert on third down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Finding room at midfield. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 48 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. It's Eckler again. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Justin Herbert looking to pass. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. On second down, Eckler. They juked him. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. Can't wait to see what the second quarter has in store. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On third down, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Eckler hammering for the goal line. He loses the football, and the Falcons grab it. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Escaping the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw here, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Once more here. And he loses the football the 2nd time. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
He'll get it inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd. Here's Herbert. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he's got the hook up to Landry. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. 2nd down and inches. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick on Herbert, his third interception. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give with these turnovers. Who can convert them into points?
This is caught, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kareem Hunt taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. 5 plays there on that drive. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 50, here's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's McKinney. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2nd and 2. Now it's Herbert. Flush to his right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
A final shot before the break for Herbert. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season of football, but it's not over yet. What happened?
These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Charger drive about to get going. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
50 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Man open, here is Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one, as he just did there.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Joey Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night. Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. What a huge play. We could have been watching the go-ahead point sail through the uprights. Instead, special teams coming through with a huge block.
And I think we just throw strategy out the window here. Forget all that. We just saw the biggest moment of the game, and that could have been the most decisive play at that moment.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. 8 yards to go on second down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKinney. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chargers take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. The field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously, the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off of those guys.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. They'll set up a throw. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
On the give, this is Eckler. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Eckler again. And not a whole lot there as he'll get him down at about the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Well, 15-point game now. You make the extra point, and that means on the other side you need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions. That's a pretty tall order here in the 4th quarter.
Agreed, because they really needed to come up with a stop there, and even if it was just to hold them to a field goal. Now they need to pull out the lucky horseshoe because they've got to get an onside kick And we've seen nowadays those are incredibly difficult to come by.
And not to mention they got to get the touchdown and a two-point conversion first. They're going to try and run. And they are 3 for 3 on two-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a two-point conversion differently than if it was first and goal from the two, or I should say third and goal from the two.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your lineman surge and fire out.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down at the 27. And he's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now back to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. They're going to look to throw. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around. And we know they'll be here before you know it.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, 5. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on. There is a flag down. Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? Herbert. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. Herbert on first down now. He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On first down, it's Herbert. He's got Allen. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Herbert back to the air. Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Back to throw now on first down. Swings this out for Hunt. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Back to throw again. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunt. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Second and 3. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. They're going to pass here with Herbert. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. And the Bolts have done it. The Los Angeles Chargers are the Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.